and welcome to this video. I'm Kureniki, and just quick before we get into the main topic of this video, here's kind of the two first chapters of my webtoon, and I finally fixed the quality on it, so it looks a lot better now, and you can actually read what they are saying. Anyways, so the thing with this one is that I'm trying to draw in ibisPaint, and I'm already struggling really early on. I guess I'm not that good at side profiles, and I struggled a lot with the lips, so I just left it like that instead. Now, the thing is with these, I haven't drawn in ibisPaint for a really, really long time, which means that I'm not, I've forgotten a lot. Plus, I didn't used to have my Apple Pencil when I drew in ibisPaint, so I usually used my fingers, which ended up I got better over time, but then I just tried drawing with my finger again just real quick, and it did not look good. But anyways, so this piece, I guess, is just something I came up with at the top of my head, so it's nothing special really. I just I just did things that just continued, so it wasn't really anything special in that sense. I just drew something like I usually say about stuff. I don't really, or at least I don't usually go in with a plan. So yeah, this is pretty much it. That one. The line art isn't looking that good. Yeah, here's me struggling again. But at least I tried. I never liked the nose. I still don't really like the nose, but it looks okay, I guess. Even though the lines became very deformed, it almost feels like it was still pretty fun to use, but I feel like it would have been better if I had a pointing tip at the end of the line, because now it was really round and I didn't really like it. So I guess it's the pressure sensitivity on it. The brushes don't apply with it as well as they do on Procreate. So that's one of my pet peeves with this one. But otherwise, yeah, we're just struggling with the lips again. I just couldn't get that one to work at all, so I just gave up on it. I was actually wondering if I should actually keep it in the video or not, but I kept it in. Because, yeah, you can struggle sometimes. And here is I just did the base coloring off camera just to figure out the colors, I guess. And I really liked the brush that I used for shading here, because it had a softer edge to it, which made it really nice. Then I went in and blurred a lot of the areas too, because I'd seen that just another video. Finding a good brush for blurring was really hard, because it just smoothed out everything so you couldn't see. And I hated that it went in, because usually when you pick up a color like that and you're supposed to drag it out, it doesn't take color from around, but it did this in this case, and I just didn't get why. It just looked horrible, so I managed to find a good brush, but still. So this is just skin shading, I guess. I have just studied some shadows when I got time, just thinking about it, how they move, how I'll just let our closer, bring a sharper shadow compared to those that are far away. Same as rounded areas, bring this smooth shadow that like fades from the light area to the shadow one. So I wanted to get that more appearance so that it feels like it's more like 3D-esque. Then I like tried applying a shadow here, but I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to like work with the shadows on the face yet. So it ended up like this. I tried to like fix it a bit more, and it's not horrible, but it could be better. Then I noticed like I was outside the lines because I was using, like, I clipped them down first and then I unclipped them for some reason that I have forgotten. I had a reason, that's all I know. And then I kind of struggled with the shadowing on the hair too. What annoyed me the most is that there are no layer modes, because usually I use multiply or something like that for the shadows, and then for the light I usually go with the color dodge, but there was nothing like that here, so I had to like improvise, and I did kind of similar to how I do it normally. But thing is that when I work on Procreate, I have a downloaded brush there that I use for shadows and light highlights and all of that I really love using, but it does not exist here. So we ended up with this. It's pretty sharp shadows, even though I try to like blend them out a bit. But I guess it's okay. I had this idea that I wanted to make a really cool light, but that wasn't really possible either. And also, like, you saw those like these colors thingies that I've been setting up. I really didn't know how the color worked when I were on ibisPaint the last time, which was really long ago, so all of my colors are like really opaque and it looks horrible. So I just have to go in and mix around here. I think the eyes ended up pretty cool, or the eye ended up pretty cool. I got this like weird light in it, and I kind of really like it. Because of the blue light that I got in this eye, I decided to go with like blue light from the front afterwards. So I really thought that it would fit, and it would make sense for the eye to be like this, really, if it was blue light coming from there. I kind of just wanted to give him that blue grayish tone for the eye. I thought it would fit. Here's my attempt at making the light. I thought that it wasn't like popping as much as I wanted to, so I added in white. And firstly I went over to lighter purple because I wanted to like colors to at least don't look too much out of place, like the white just on there, so a lighter purple kind of made a transition a bit better. From afar it looks at least half decent. Then this is what I like about ibisPaint, that you have all of these random backgrounds. It's good for making comics, but at the same time all of these other things are stuff that I'm having trouble with. Here was like choosing like just to blur the background out to let it focus on him instead. And then I wanted to like fit the theme of just the bluish light thingy. The background was still like this color that felt like it didn't fit with the rest of, or like he didn't fit into the background at all. So I just went over with that. Just made it all a tad bit more bluish. I then put on like some filter thingy. I don't know when it's coming up. It's coming up soon, ain't it? here I was just like checking how it looked too. Here I was like messing around and I noticed I was on the wrong layer. And here is me just trying to find like some good filters. There I wanted like the light, but it felt a bit too harsh on this one. Like there was too much light or something. So I just went over that one and then I wanted something cool. There is like this paint texture, like watercolor almost, on it, but I didn't like that either. And I went too far back. Then I was just messing around till I found one that I actually liked. And put that one in place. And here is the finished result. I really like this one actually. Here's just a different color that I kind of also like. Well, anyways, that's all for today. So thank you for watching and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!